Hi, this is Sean Law from Sydney Lorcana. We've got the finals of the Townhall June winner box. This one is Will versus Santiago. Amber Steel Aggro mirror match. Both players are rolling off. I've got Will here to help me provide some additional commentary on it.
Yeah, I couldn't let Rob commentate this one. He was just gonna make too many mistakes, so I thought I'd come in, the expert, as some may say, and just come in and sort of share my experience. I did go first this game, which is always very good in the mirror. That's my number one tip. Make sure you go first in the first game. And yeah, mulligan wise, I'm not gonna remember what was in my hand, but from memory, it was a pretty good hand. I think I opened the Rhino shift. So, yeah. Oh,
I
mulligan.
mean, mulliganing one, you're already
Yep, and
good.
Santiago's mulliganing free. So, yeah. So I'm obviously presenting quite a strong start here. Realistically, in the mirror match, you want to get the best start possible. So I never really try and go for a aggressive mulligan when my hand's already pretty good. So yeah, you can see I already opened hand shift. I think I had Lady and Piglet in there as well, which is also quite nice. So yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of redundancy in the cards in the aggro deck. You just need a bunch of multi-questers, and then you just
Basically, all do the same thing. Yeah. So I do kind of show off my hand by inking the big shift and then playing the small shift. So Santiago knows what to expect at this point. So yeah.
and he plays his hamster, hoping you haven't got the removal for his hamster when you shift.
Yeah, that is kind of the scary thing about playing a hamster into a hamster, because having big hamster kind of facing off against each other is always pretty good, because there'll be a point in the game later where you will have other characters to completely finish off the hamster, because when they crash into each other, they'll only do 2 damage to each other and they'll survive. So yeah, I didn't have the removal here, unfortunately, so I just shifted and quested for 2, basically 2 free lore. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
now the question is, does Santiago have the shift?
yeah, from memory, I believe he doesn't. I think he might go Smee on 2, if I'm correct. I probably shouldn't be trying to predict what's going to happen in the video when we could just watch it instead. But hey, I don't know. I could be test my memory, I guess. But yeah, if I was Santiago right now, just be worried just to get ahead. Yeah, he'll place Piglet. Okay.
He just says, "Well, I guess if you didn't have the song to get rid of my Rhino, you're probably not going to have the song to get rid of the Piglet."
Yeah. You never know. I could always slow roll it, or I could top deck it. So
Yeah, you could.
but
I
yeah,
mean,
realistically, you just want to get this Piglet the quest for free and try and get ahead in lore rather than board advantage.
it also presents like you have to sort of, if you have a song, you're going to have to kill that Piglet.
Yeah. It
Um,
also presents the question of, do I quest with the Rhino shift? So yeah, so here you'll see I had the power of the deck Lady playing the 2-drop for free. Makes up for the lack of tempo that you would experience playing the hamster shift.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, playing 4 questing power on 3 is pretty absurd.
Absolutely. But yeah,
And
that might have been the case to not have me quest the hamster there, but I did take that sort of gamble to see if he had the, he didn't have the hamster and would have to crash at a Piglet or something. But yeah,
Santiago's still standing because, yeah, I mean, if he quests, your Rider's just going to gobble up.
I've noticed that if you shoot first in this matchup, you do usually get like most of the backfire and do get very much behind, because due to like sort of amber steals kind of, there's not really any rush. Yeah, okay. I will point out, yes, I did have a really insane starting and
I mean,
just
Piglet
to
into
have
Dock
that
is
Piglet
pretty
into dock.
is
So
pretty absurd. And I mean, you're currently on, is
four
it
war.
four lore? Yeah.
So I could quest up to 10 now potentially, but obviously I might get shot back, which isn't very fun. But yeah, that's the problem with he does have this Daisy heal, which is okay. But I did see him ink the Rapunzel. Yeah, okay. So I just
Oh, you're
I shoot the
valuing
hamster
him
here.
not having well, the shift will be harder for you to deal with than a Piglet, and
Yeah.
you're ahead of it. You've got the double saw. Oh, you went
No,
for the
well, no,
lady that
I
time.
did.
That
I will
was
admit, I did get a storm, and then I drew a storm off the storm, and I was like, okay, because that
that.
was kind of risky. I did have to think, is it worth it to shoot the hamster just in case he had it,
Oh,
or he
you went
top
for
decked it?
the lady instead of the Piglet. I guess are you just not trying to cut down the singer?
Yeah, I was cutting down the singer there, so that
Because
was the
I
thing about because the piglet here has two attack, but that's not realistically going to take out the Smee or the hamster. The lady I'm not too worried about because we do already have hamster that sings songs, so I'm already just further ahead right now than
yeah, well, you don't really want to trade your Piglet that quest for three.
oh god, well no, but I think if you have to, you have to.
Yeah,
So I believe I'm up to 6 now. Was that quested Smee?
yeah,
But
that sounds right. Yeah,
I'm just further ahead. I have 2 cards in hand. Gonna get a third one off the top.
well,
So
yeah, you've got a bigger board presence. Almost everything's questing for two, other than the Dock that quests for one and the Piglet questing for three.
yeah, I will admit the Amber Steel aggro match is just like a really stupid slow game of chess sometimes. Like you kind of have to think many turns ahead to see if you can sort of stop your opponent. And yeah, he has to hard cast the storm here just so I don't get too far ahead. But I'm still going to be able to quest for 7 next turn and present game on board. So yeah, but he doesn't have
Yo, Daisy looks pretty bad into a Rhino.
yeah, Daisy's just like he had the problem with Daisy is if you just draw it, you are forced to play it. Yeah, I just inked played Lawrence Calhoun, which is just yeah, and I should
You should
quest
just quest
everything
out
here.
now because it doesn't really. There's
So I got a
no,
13 here, and then
and you've
the
got
thing for him is he has to like crash Piglet, but then this Daisy's not going to be able to take out anything without a little bit of help. So and then he also has to worry about the crackback on Calhoun. So yeah, it's pretty super rough for Santi here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it looks like
I
that's
just had the
just
perfect opening there, and when you're going second in the mirror, you can't really turn your cards sideways as much unless if you get ahead eventually. So
all
yeah,
right. Well, let's we'll see you guys back in game two.